was the point of defeating the Nazis if we went on to dominate so much of the globe as violently as we have? The fall of the USSR was one of the greatest catastrophes of the 20th century.
Hasan Piker is in trouble now that these news stations is calling him out. Yeah, people might be more aware of his disgusting actions. Let's take a look.
Empires never die quietly, and we must end the American empire regardless. But we must manage the retreat of a superpower from the world stage. This is a challenge for our time. Actually, this is the challenge for our time. Because if we do not do this, then the American empire will come to an end in a much more violent way.
End the American empire or violence. That's what he says while speaking at an Ivy League school. And that's not all that he said. The fall of the USSR, he says, was a catastrophe. This is the vision. This is what it actually looks like to experience a catastrophe. Man-made famines, gulags, forced labor camps, mass purges and executions of political opponents, secret police terrorizing neighbors, no free speech or elections, dissent punished, and ending all of that, as described by Hasan Piker, was a catastrophe.
Hasan is literally getting paid to hate America. That's crazy. Spread the hate, get the youth to be involved and think the same way. This is nasty, bro. This is super nasty. Yeah, I definitely need to play the nasty song for this one before we really get into it.
Yeah.
You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name.
It's nasty work. Using all the plethora of benefits that America gives you in order to try to trash America and maybe even convince some stupid, just insane people to do something crazy to express their hate towards the country we live in. That don't really sound right, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you. That don't sound right to me. That don't sound right. Back to it. Back to the video. It's insane. I think it's disgusting. It's nasty because while he's sitting from his ivory tower, from his castle, his mansion, right? While he over there just chilling, collecting the money off of the hate, America has to deal with all the nonsense, all the nasty stuff, the negativity, just the foul behavior because of people that want to follow Hasan. That's crazy, yo. Wow. And I know there's like a lot of Hasan fans that they'll come in my comment section and be supporting him. Like, okay, thank you for the engagement, I guess. I'll read it, but I won't reply. But you okay with this? You're a fan of Hasan. You're okay with what he's doing. That's, wow, super nasty work.
Left's new golden boy Twitch streamer doesn't even try to hide it. 34-year-old Hasan Piker not only hates America, he's hinting at a civil war.
A noted far-left influencer is declaring the Republican Party the biggest terrorist on earth.
Brett, good evening. Hasan Piker is unapologetic for his controversial comments on a range of issues.
An anti-American far-left commentator who is named Hasan Piker. Now that he's being highlighted, Democrats are flocking to him.
She's not out there on Hasan Piker's show, right? For example, right?
The man to his left is a very controversial guy. Hasan Piker insults just about everyone. Where if you go back and listen to some of the things that he says, Carl, this guy's not going to wear well.
Their so-called Joe Rogan of the left, Hasan Piker, is back in the headlines, this time for calling Republicans terrorists.
Piker has a controversial history, and we've been showing you this all week.
You don't give somebody like Hasan Piker this kind of attention, this kind of platform. It only rewards the kind of rhetoric that I just described.
Hundreds of students lined up and packed into these rallies, and they ate up the anti-war, anti-capitalist, and anti-establishment messages.
That's him, Hasan Piker. They should stay away from him.
That was hilarious. I don't know what the point of they had sad music playing as if we supposed to feel bad for Hasan and then have the dog that he shocks we supposed to feel bad. Oh, look at him with the dog that he's not treating well. Oh, damn, I agree with everything that they said in those except for the Joe Rogan thing. I think that was ridiculous. That was crazy. A Joe Rogan comparison is y'all think that's accurate? I don't know about that. I think that's giving Hasan way more credit than what he deserves. But yeah, Hasan is nasty. All this anti-America stuff that he's been spewing for years has gone past certain lines, and definitely I don't think he should be here when it comes to on the internet. I want to make sure I'm clear. I don't think that he should be allowed to still be here. Because if it was anyone else, hear me out, they would have been banned already. Anyone else said any other nasty thing, especially if they were on the right, they'd have been banned. And it's crazy because he's pushing some anti-establishment. I've been anti-establishment majority of my life. And I could say he's a nutbag. This dude is crazy. I don't think anyone should be listening to him, bro. I'm down with private property rights and the government not pushing me to do things and staying a damn distance. That's way different from what the hell Hasan is spewing. And I'm down with if you make your business, you can do whatever you want with your business too as well. So anyway, Hasan's a fraud.
More radical elements of my speech on purpose because I assumed that the room would not be super receptive to it because it's Yale after all, right? Like these are the sons and daughters of incredibly wealthy individuals. And therefore my expectation was going to be that they would not be positive.
Shut the fuck up. I know that was you. I ain't even got to look. I should send your ass back to Crenshaw P with his hot ass coat hangers, bitch. Would you like that?
About such, radical statements. But what's really interesting about it is I was wrong because this diva cooked right after me.
Yeah, Hasan's always been out of pocket. Going to stay that way. I don't think he's ever going to get better, but that's cool. There's one benefit. We got more content for me to roast, man. Watch more videos, hit the like button, hype button, all that good stuff.